Alright, I figured we'd do a follow-up to last night's video here. So I came out to mow today, used this thing. There's Zuko. You may remember him from Dragon Age Origins as a Mabari. Yeah, so the main thing we looked at last night was the side disposal chute, or whatever you want to call it, side discharge chute. Well, here, we'll lift this up and you'll see it's gonna just drop right out as it did, and it clumped up in there, just like in the other guy's video. He recorded while he was moving. Gets stuck. It actually kind of shoots out well, but also if you look at this, so this is the bottom of it. It mostly just drops out. I don't know why this piece is empty here. Like, just complete it to the end so it shoots out. Also, when it's in there, it kind of almost hits that. So instead of a side discharge chute, it's more like a semi-back dropper. So like, think Minecraft, you've got dispensers, that shoots it out. Think a dropper, it drops it down. So it's kind of super awkward. So for part of the lawn, I'll just, like, I don't know if I can show it here. Look, I'll try. So yeah, right here we've got a nice, you can maybe see, I don't know, it's super bright for me so I can't tell what you guys are seeing, but like you can see this line here. So this is where I was going kind of up and down motion. So I mean, you'd kind of get it on one side, but going the other way, you don't go back over it. So eventually, instead of going like up and down, because it's like, let me try to explain this. If you're going this way and it's shooting out, it drops on that side. So when you come back one way, it'll go over it, but the other way it won't. So when you don't go back over it, it leaves those streaks. So instead I did a weird, awkward, like kind of circle tracing of the lawn, and that worked a bit better. You can see like over here, there's not as much like buildup. I mean, I guess I don't really care if like I don't have those yard lines or whatever. Like some people do that diagonal stuff. Like I don't understand it, but yeah. So you have to go in like a retrace motion, and you can't do the full range of the mower. You kind of need to like go 1/2 to 3/4 on new grass so that you can go over it so it doesn't patch up as much, because it doesn't shoot out. If it shot out instead of dropping, it wouldn't be an issue. But thanks to this dropper, which they should just rename it, because it's not a discharge chute, and honestly it doesn't even sit on the side, it sits on the back. It's a back dropper, like not a side discharge chute. I guess maybe a back dropper chute, it has a little bit of a tunnel there, but very strange. Other than that, it works super well. I didn't use the power too much. I mean, I've got like a 1/4 acre for the self-propelled, but I mean, it goes, it went up the hill. We're a little hilly here, but that was all right. And then I don't know, battery life was good. It's still green. I mean, 1/4 acre is still green. I don't know, I mean, 1/4 acre minus the tiny house. Yard's bigger than the house, but yeah, I don't know. It looks all right. I mean, minus the clumps that I don't know if I'll rake out. I think the next time I'll just do the full rotation around instead of the back and forth. I'll mow over this with the gas mower and bag it and dump it in the compost over there. But yeah, this stupid overgrown stuff here. But back to the mower. This adjusting this, it actually requires a lot of force to adjust the height. I did 4 in the back, 3 in front. I don't know, I like to keep the back grass a little longer. I didn't try the mulcher. All I tried was the chute or whatever. A battery is super easy to put in and out. I mean, so think about this. This thing is so well designed. Like, you know, other than this being a little tough, like, this is a nice piece of technology, nice piece of engineering. Like, the way this moves, it extends, these clamps. Dude, it just powers on. You press this button, and you have to hold this. It's hard to do it with one hand, but then it comes on. You don't have to yank anything. Like, you're just pulling on something again and again and again. You just push the button and clamp it, and push and clamp. Can't do it with one hand, and it just goes. I only did low power when I was propelling too. I don't know. I mean, so using the self-propelled might use up more battery life. I don't know, but it got through the yard. I did notice, like, some people had said in the reviews, there is some like areas where it doesn't get it all the way, but No, not too bad. Fine to have a little bit of longer grass. So, I don't know how someone designed this piece of technology that's very well designed, and then was like, let's slap this dropper on it, you know, because you want to drop the grass behind you or something like that. Like, I don't know. So I don't know whether we'll keep it or not. I mean, we had our gas mower before. We still have it. The only problem is, like, one of the screws came out when we moved, so like this thing is super loose, and like it's kind of awkward to move it around. And also, like, I was reading about how bad gas mowers are for the environment or whatever. So I mean, I'd much rather use electric, and it's super quiet. Like, one guy's video, he like sets it up in the garage and it's loud. Dude, this thing runs so quiet, super quiet. It's nice. So you could probably do like a morning mow or a night mow or something. Like, if you need the grass to be dry, you're in a more humid climate, or it's rained a lot, like you need to wait till the end of the day or something. You could do it at night, and your neighbor probably wouldn't even hear you. It sound like about the sound of like air conditioning or something. So yeah, I don't know. See if we keep it. See how much like the grass left over on the yard affects it. I mean, I'm all for the nutrients. Like, I don't know, I like to let it grow long enough to get the seeds. But if I bag and dump it, then those seeds aren't like going back in the yard or whatever. Like, I don't know. And also, like, it's just kind of annoying come fall, because we got these big old trees here, and they drop a lot of leaves. And there's another big tree in front there, like a lot of leaves. Right now I got a bunch of seeds. I need to learn what to do with them. Like, you can see the seeds in the grass like a bit, but they're like all over the driveway, all over the deck. So we'll figure out what to do with those. Those might be decent for compost to add some brown, but granted, I'm not putting any green in right now. Minus, I guess I'll dump that in there. So it's a nice mix of green and brown, maybe. I don't know. I don't really know what I'm doing there. So yeah. But yeah, so I was saying, in the fall I'll bag it, which it should be fine. Obviously I'll rake most of the leaves up, but there's so many leaves you can't get them all. So that'll be a bag and dump. But if I bag and dump all my grass throughout the year, that thing just fills up with grass. Even though, I mean, haven't really been moving it around. It rained a lot, so that helped compost it back there. You can see it's a pretty freaking big compost, but with all the trees, it just doesn't work. So yeah, it's a decent piece of, well, very good piece of machinery, piece of technology. Didn't have trouble with the hills. I'm sure I could have done more power, but I was just kind of testing it out. You know, tool time, you need more power and stuff. But this, why, who? Like, I was reading some of the reviews, like, they said, like, everything's really good, but seems like they just didn't put any thought or effort into this. Like, it doesn't attach in, like, it's just a side afterthought kind of thing. And yeah, definitely is. I think I'll store it in my garage though, because like Midwest climate can be like super hot, like in the hundreds in the summer, and then like super cold in winter. Instead of storing it in the shed, I don't know, might store it in the garage. Not sure how winter will have an effect on the battery though, because you know how like you don't use something for a while, it kind of like dies. Hopefully it's able to recharge after winter. I did read some reviews on it that said like after winter, like they used it and then winter came, and then after winter it didn't work anymore. But yeah, it's probably been long enough talking about this thing. Mostly want to follow up. I mean, it works. If your goal is to get a side shoot, maybe look at different model, different something else. I mean, I don't know if we're gonna return it or not. Okay, I got a bee flying around me, flew away. No real dandelions here. I'm like terrified of wasps, but I'll let some grass grow. We got some like flowery stuff, so it's enough for bees. There's Zuko again. And yeah, right. A bit less gaming content because it's summer, and got too much going on, too much yard work, and also I'd rather just spend my time outside. Even the kids gone or for a couple days here, and I haven't got to play any games yet. Hopefully gonna play today, I don't know. But so running and just activities and stuff, so yeah. And just being out here with Zuko, he got some birthday presents coming up. But think about this thing was like 500 bucks on sale or something, and it's just a janky old piece of plastic side shoot here. I don't know what they were thinking, man. They weren't, they just straight up just didn't care. They're like, side shoot doesn't matter, doesn't need to work. You create this like marvel here, minus also this too that we talked about. just prop it up so I can put it in there, you know. Doesn't, just a little latch or something. Like, they use that technology with this top piece. This is what I put in the description last time, to help stabilize and hold it in place. Like, put it up top there. Like, that's all it's for. So super strange. Like this, so it works on opposite force. So this comes in, the top comes down, and they just like press against each other. Like, what? Clamp it in or something, dude. Like, Legos fit together better than this fits in here. Like little kids Legos, like Mega Blocks, clamp together better than this. Like, it's very strange. I don't know why. Like, everything is real good except that. At least from my experience, we'll see. Battery holds up after winter and stuff, or after multiple uses. One thing I'm not sure of is if you want to recharge it after every use or let it die and then recharge. I mean, I would figure after every use, but I know like a lot of like lithium ion or whatever, they say it's like, I don't know if that's what this is. It's got to be, right? It says lithium ion on the back. Better to like let it die and then charge it all the way up. But I don't know, I feel like that's kind of awkward, because then you do like a quarter of your lawn or half your lawn the next time and you're like, oh, gotta stop. So I don't know, I mean, it makes more sense to recharge it after every time. I didn't fully use this, like I said. I mean, it's still going. But I don't know, if you're just go into it knowing that the side chute is a dropper. You don't know what a dropper is, play Minecraft. There's droppers and hoppers in it now, which is kind of wild. You can make like automatic sorting systems and stuff, and automatic farms or something. I made a sorting system, and I made an automatic bone meal, like an automatic composter. So that's pretty nice. Yeah. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.